Welcome, welcome.
Ew.
I'm not going till it hits the corner.
Oh my god. We're gonna do this every week.
Not till it hits the corner.
It's gonna be a long
No, it's
time.
right here. Here it goes. Oh, not even close.
I was gonna say this is the same every
You
like.
didn't say so.
Because I know, because we've done it like 5 times now. It's gonna go up, back, over, and then down.
It's getting close.
Yeah, I know. I just said up, back, over, and then down.
Okay, here it is, right here. Nope.
Hey, Dave. Hey, Nancy. Hello, Tracy. Hello, Zen. Who am I missing? New friends. Happy birthday again. For the second time.
You've got mail.
Oh my god. I remember trying to like quietly sign on to AOL in the middle of the night. And I'm like, shit.
The
like,
first time that happened,
it's so bad.
It started making a noise and I shut everything off.
Turn the speakers down
I
really
didn't
quickly.
even like...
Those
oh, man.
stupid
I
speakers
could've
that
ruined the computer. I'd like unplugged everything.
Yeah, just to make it stop. You're like,
Just to make
I'm
it
not
stop.
doing
It's never
anything.
gonna happen. I'm almost... Oh wait, this might be it.
I think
No.
it's up, and I was wrong too. We're gonna be here forever. People are like over it.
That's all right. We still got a few more minutes for people to roll on in.
Roll out, roll in. Happy
Okay, it's the next one.
birthday.
That one's pretty close. Gotta be the next one.
Can we just count that?
Nope.
Count it. Mark at 9, dude.
Mark at 9, dude. Oh, I just started over.
See? We was robbed.
All right.
Yeah,
Enough of
enough is enough.
I'm just gonna go right to the B-roll because why not?
Wow, feeling
White-
crazy.
Right to the baddest.
Oh, I do love the baddest though.
Welcome, friends.
Whoa.
It's that time again. Here we are.
Hello.
General community aquarium Q&A
Right.
for everyone because they are the best. Get yourself some bar cheek gobies.
Do that. I would say that too. Mm-hmm.
These haven't been available in a long time.
No, I haven't seen them anywhere, so I guess telling people to go get them is a little rude. But if you see them, you should get them because they're awesome.
Great for community aquariums.
They look angry all the time, and I love that. And they're not. They're very nice.
Gotta say community aquariums a lot for the tags and the SEO. And
Community aquariums. Community aquariums.
aquariums.
They're excellent, though. There are very few tanks that I kept that were species only. I think my macrostoma, my zebra, cara, and a couple other wild bettas. They were the only ones that got their own tanks. That's it.
have we got a number on the other channel?
Oh, are we
What are we
counting?
at? Yeah, what are we at?
It's the
Hello, fish
final
nerds.
countdown.
So we have started a second
82.
channel that is at currently 82 subscribers.
We're killing
hoping to get to 100 by the end of this stream.
Such a meager.
Also
number.
hoping someone's going to link it because why would I do that? Why would I have it ready to go?
For the second time in a row.
I know, the second stream now. I don't
He's
have it
failed
ready.
twice now. I guess I've failed because technically I should be kind of in charge
I was
of
kind of
things,
hoping
but
that Zen Ginger's going to do it.
she did.
And I'm
Thank
going to take her
you.
for granted and just, oh, she did.
She just did it.
Nice.
Because
There you
she's
go.
amazing. Thank you.
So we
Appreciate
finally
that.
started our reptile or exotic channel.
all kinds of things.
And it's currently getting more views than this channel, which is
Which is probably short-lived, but
yeah, funny, I guess,
it's hilarious.
or disappointing. I don't know.
No. What's up, Ross?
Ross, what's going on, buddy?
Yeah, so I've only got shorts on there right now. Because I've had about 1 million years of footage to upload. So try not to be that obnoxious and just spam the entire world. But I got a lot of cute reptiles.
Thanks for looking out, Chelsea. Nancy says, I don't remember what subscriber I was. But
Yes,
I was
ma'am.
digit.
Indeed.
I was subscriber number 1.
Oh boy, I was waiting for that. And comment number 1. He's just number 1 in my heart too. L for
And-
love.
Created the channel first. All the
Whatever.
first.
Yeah. You had the email first. Let's get that straight. That was the funny part is I was trying to get the Gmail just to have the same Gmail as for the channel. And I was like, it's taken? And he's like, I think I took it. And he did. Like
I did.
7 years ago or something like that. Long time ago.
Emily says, more ad revenue is never disappointing. We got a long ways to go for that.
Yeah. I'm trying to get to 100 subscribers.
Yeah,
like
we're
I
trying to
think
get to 100. Then we'll do the push for 1,000.
Yeah.
We got some videos we got to
that was
film
a
and
bit.
edit.
He didn't even give me like first he was just like, gotta get to 100, then 1,000. I'm like, what about 500? Isn't 500?
No, nothing happens at 500.
Is that like your half birthday? Okay, fine.
Get some pants on there too? No, we don't stream with pants on. What's the point?
That's not fun. Where's the danger in that?
Is there a set date for Fishtoberfest? I tried looking at their website, but the main page says February meeting
We
is
should
tomorrow.
know that, huh? We should know that.
So probably not up to date. I think there is.
I forget what it is here. Hold on. Hold, please.
No, there is, because I remember I told Candy what date it was.
Yeah, you did. I remember that too.
But I don't remember.
I'm getting there. September 30th and October 1st.
You already found it?
I did find it. Ba-dum bum bum. October 1st.
2023 there, Chief.
No.
We're in 2024.
Wait. Oh, you're right. Oh, here we go. Sorry. It was the next one down. I was looking at the wrong one. There we go. Let's see.
October 20th and 21.
I was reading the wrong.
Is that correct? Sunday's the 21st.
That's what it says.
20 and 20. Is it just one day?
Hold on, I'm looking. Just a second.
Oh, that looks weird.
I thought it was the 30th. I really thought that was the
it's
date
the last
again.
weekend in September.
Yeah, I thought it was the 30th. I thought that was
I
what.
bet Emily knows.
Duh. Why don't we just
Or can
ask her?
find
Hey,
out.
Emily.
If she's still here.
First weekend of October.
Lumpy Dog says, more likes, please and thank you. I agree. Just set the sub and bell. Let's get them to at least 100 subscribers this stream. Thanks you so
guys.
much, Noel.
I appreciate it. It's
Community
much
tank for
appreciated.
the win. Yeah, you guys are going to see a really cool community tank. I don't want to give away too much.
Yeah, it's very cool.
But tomorrow's video is pretty simple, but still it's really cool.
You could ignore everything we say and just look at the tank, honestly, and it would be fine. Because I have faith that it's that cool of a tank with that cool of inhabitants that it's worth watching. I look at it and I just want to never look away. So, just saying.
I thought, no. It's in September, I think.
Yeah, it is in September. That's why I think it's the last day. And so, like, it's... I don't know why it's that hard.
That's what she said. Hi,
Yes.
folks. Hi, Fish for... I can't read that.
Where?
Fish for Life.
Oh.
There you go.
Okay. Okay. Hello again.
Caitlin, we're working on it. Emily says, I'm pretty sure it's the first weekend. Hang on, let me check.
I should know that.
Hello again, Danikin Aquatics.
Hello. What's up? Break it down one time.
What?
That's never mind. It's a
Yeah, let's just never mind that.
it's regional.
I'm gonna pretend that didn't happen.
Actually, I'm gonna own that. I'm gonna hold on to that. I think they did get sold, didn't they? The CW 111s.
They did.
They gone.
They haven't shipped out yet.
That's true.
So there may still be some possibilities, and I'm still pretty sure you're second in line. But the odds are pretty low.
The last weekend in September, yeah.
Yep.
That
Mansing was
too.
the second person. You were the second person to email me, so we had to go in a row. So
gotta be fair, man.
Yep.
It's so annoying, I know.
But I think the fact that they sold so fast might be an indicator that they might get more. So
that's a Seinfeld episode, Emily. I don't know.
When you get something that expensive, you're always a little nervous, and maybe they'll bring in more now that they sold so fast.
I think that it's smart. Because at first I was like, why only that many? But then it makes sense. If people don't buy them, then you sit on that number for a long time.
I think it's the last weekend in September. That's what I'm pretty sure that's accurate.
I think you're correct. I remember Marcy saying it.
So I'm going to call it September Fest.
I know. Why plan it? Like I said, that sounds like a Seinfeld episode. Why plan something for October and September? It's weird. Fishtoberfest in September?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the 28th and 29th, but we'll know for sure.
Yeah, we're going to have to. We got to know.
Yeah, because we're giving a talk.
Yeah.
First ever talk.
Yeah. Going to be talking about stuff.
Do you remember the last weekend of September?
That's weird. I assume it's a weekend. Yeah. That's what I think I remember being told. So. Yeah.
Then we set on 20 Pantone lenses. See, now I know I would have known that the Vulcans would have sold fast, and I would have known that Pantone lenses do not sell fast. So,
What's up, Eric?
Pantone lenses are a tough sell.
Oh.
Yeah, Fish for Life says, seems like you guys have had the Pantone lenses forever. Yeah, see, I feel like a lot more people, surprisingly, in my opinion, know about the Vulcan Coreys more than Pantone lenses. I know I've been talking about the CW111s since I started YouTube. Like, those were my dream fish since I started this channel. And so I've talked about them a lot. And I don't think I've talked about Pantone lenses until last year. It was probably the first time I mentioned them. So that's completely anecdotal, but I still feel like more people know about Vulcans. And in my opinion, they are prettier.
Oh, King Koopa snails. Yeah, those are cool.
Do you remember when it was like September? There you guys sang it. So what did you get to 100? Like, we gotta celebrate.
I don't know. Probably not. So everyone's like, oh,
Not with
cool.
that attitude.
Okay. 91.
Lumpy Dog. We get 9 more subscribers.
Have a heart, guys.
That's it. Just 9. Until next week when we're asking for 900 more.
I was going to say. And then tell all of your friends and family to go watch.
Valve doesn't grow well for me, except in the aquarium with the undergrabber filter. It grows like a weed in that tank.
Interesting.
It's probably delivering more nutrients to the roots with the undergrabber filter.
Oh, yeah, makes sense, I guess. Huh?
Also, more CO2 is probably getting to the roots. Just a guess.
Oh. Robert said I have a 120-gallon planted tank filled with like 500 guppies, lots of babies. Do you think my full-grown Pictus cats will wipe them out? I have 4. I need to move.
I bet that they would do some damage on those.
Probably put a dent in them, yeah. I feel like catfish are good at that kind of stuff.
And there is the link. Thank you, Zen, in case you're not already following. Ross says, my long-fin snow white plecos are finally on eggs and hatching. Nice.
That's cool. That's
Nice.
very cool. I saw Ross say his pink sticker crayfish is buried with a ton of eggs. Finally, that's exciting too. Babies everywhere. Yay. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it.
Caitlin says, do you get the horse face loaches often? The dwarf horse face loaches. I feel like those are pretty common.
Yeah, those are not uncommon.
The African butterfly barbs on the horizon.
Oh.
Too funny. I was at Petco buying frozen fish food, 10 plus packs. The checker asked me what I was feeding. Your mom.
Oh, I hope you said that because that's the only comeback to anything asked such as that. I also got asked often what I was feeding with the amount of stuff that I bought, I just was like, do you have when they asked me that, I'm like, do you seriously want me to sit here and name off the like hundreds of species of fish and reptiles? Are we going to do this? Because I'll do it. Like, tempt me with a good time.
Ross Baltimore has some captive bred wadii on Aquabid right
Ooh,
now.
dang.
There you go.
Get them, guys. They're gorgeous fish. They're totally worth owning.
We should keep some Cherax species. I'm not against it.
I mean, I'm not either.
We need a bigger fish room.
I like that Leo is really into me streaming on the other, we need to stream on the other channel, but there's like no one. Well, there's not. Let's see if there's more. 93. So close.
Lumpy Dog says turquoise rainbows in a summer tub. Yes.
That's awesome.
So those are actually the lake that they come from actually gets pretty cold for, well, I wouldn't say pretty cold. It gets to like the upper 60s, mid 60s.
Not terrible.
But it's also deep, so they can go down and get warmer. But yes, turquoise rainbows, also yellow rainbows are really good. I've had yellow rainbows spawn in 50-degree tubs.
I like yellow rainbows.
So
they're cool.
They're also easier to see in a tub. I don't know what color. If you've got a black tub, the turquoise will wash out a little bit. The turquoise color.
My eye is like twitching these lights. I never know what we get until the plane lands and I unpack the box. That's half the fun, huh? What is it this week?
Emily says, I guess we only have the dwarfs right now, but we do get the regular ones pretty regularly in the spring, so sign up for the notifications. I have no clue on African butterfly barbs or the catfish.
Yeah, I'm confused.
Probably the catfish. I might have misspoke.
Yeah.
If I said barbs, I probably didn't mean it. Emily says, screw you guys, I'm going home. Screw you guys, I'm going home.
I've said that so many times.
Steenfott Aquatics, did you say Petco was having their 50% off sale? PetSmart.
PetSmart is doing it. I think they know now in ones that they like alternate because it's the same parent company.
Yep,
Cash
PetSmart.
grab, cash grab, cash grab. But that's okay because you get cheaper tanks.
And they're not making any money on those tanks
Yeah,
anyways.
it doesn't matter. Erroneous on all counts.
Are habrosis or whatever they are called considered pygmies or just small? Small.
Yeah.
I don't think people call them pygmies because of the pygmaeus. I think people would get confused.
That'd be confusing. Mm-hmm.
Like, I just say dwarf species. Oh, she says I meant dwarf, not pygmy. Yes, I would consider them dwarf. For sure.
Oh, that's a good idea, C-Chang. Yeah, to do PetSmart's having their buy 6 or more, get 15% off each. For autos, I've gotten autos there and they're fine. Like, there's, as long as you know they're fine, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, that's a good time to get fish like that. For show. That's where we got some Kochu Tetra. And they like regularly seem to have them. I think I mentioned you guys should get more of these, and then there was more next time, and I was like, sweet, these are good fish to have.
Very surprised to see Kochu Tetra, but that was at Petco.
That was Petco.
But still very surprising.
And they looked good too, and they've been fine. They had no issues, no death. Like they were just we quarantined them obviously because they were from Petco, but they're fine. Look really nice. Just goes to show you it depends on where you live, you know? It really does.
New friends, I'm looking at Medaka for summer tubbing. I was kind of thinking black so they aren't so obvious to predators. The good thing about rice fish is you never have to take them out. But if you ever had to break down a tub, trying to get black fish out of a black tub is annoying. Can
I just say that also... I wouldn't worry about them with predators. They are meant to be. They're too small for most things. Does that make sense? Like things aren't really going to go after them as much. I wouldn't worry about it. They're really quick. They get out of the way really quickly, and you're never going to see the black ones. You're never going to see them. You won't. If you get
unless you get a blue tub.
Yeah, or if you have a light color tub or you have sand or something that a substrate on the bottom that's light. But I feel like I'd still go for the orange or go for the like platinums, the galaxies. They'll be fine. They'll be
Caitlin
fine.
says, I guess I'll have to wait. I bought a 40-gallon and was going to buy a new tank on sale and return it as the old one.
Oh, good scheme. I like
can't
it.
Tell you how many times I've done that on Amazon.
That's Amazon deserves it. I don't even care. Forget Amazon. They're gonna swoop down and like take me away. Kind all night. What would complement pygmy cories? A pair of Apistogramma baneshai and a group of Gertrude rainbows. I'm adding 6 coolie loaches, but the tank is 20 long, so I don't know.
I mean, it seems like you got a lot already.
I was gonna say that sounds like a healthy stocking to me, but my hair's driving me nuts. Keeps getting my eyeballs. Ugh. Weird. Is there an African snail besides neorites that are good for aquariums?
I'm not a snail guy. So
I am not. Funny, I love invertebrates, but as far as like snails go for aquariums, I don't. Because I get so. Besides like bladder snails and ram's horns, I don't really. I've had neorites. I've had apple snails. I've had mystery snails. I've never had much more than that, so I don't really know, unfortunately.
Ross says, saw some Ilios eggs yesterday, but
nice.
didn't have a place for them now to hatch out.
Bummer.
But at least I know I have my water parameters correct.
I was going to say, they're going, so that's a good thing.
Yeah, there you go.
That's awesome.
I can almost guarantee you that there are freshwater snails in Tanganyika, but I couldn't tell you what they're called.
Yeah, no clue.
Your Amazon sponsorship
I
has
know,
been
right?
revoked. I revoked them. I don't even promote their affiliates anymore.
I denounce them. Yeah. Ha. Although they're very convenient, but still.
Zen says, my batch of neons came from Petco and never lost one for years until I crashed the tank.
Oh, bummer wave.
Old tank syndrome.
Yeah, that sucks. I've had that happen a couple
Fish for
times.
Life says, Wet Spot needs to stock Corridor's Hephaestus next. See, I'm not sold on that one. Like, I need to see that in person. I feel like a lot of the pictures are highly exaggerated.
Probably.
And I feel like you can get an aqueous that's pretty comparable for cheaper. And if you wanted to go even cheaper, you can get an orange Venezuelan that also has that fire, that really dark orange. So I don't know. I have to see one on person because some of the pictures I've seen, I'm just like, ugh, that's an ugly fish. And then you get the one that's clearly been photoshopped, and you're like, dang, that thing is crazy.
I hate that. God, I hate it. I hate the misrepresentation of coloring on your animals, like be it any type. I don't care what type of animal. Like, and sometimes I get a little like with Dan's, I'll notice like he has pictures of younger fish. And for a second, I'm like, what? And then I'm like, you know what? Yeah, because people are going to freak out when they don't get the beautiful colored up adult. And a lot of these fish just start out looking like trash. Let's be real. And then they get beautiful over time. Happens a lot.
Good call, Bob. Google says Neothoma is a Tanganyikan snail. I mean, there's plankton in Lake Tanganyika, so
yeah, there's got to be snails.
There's got to be some. I mean, there's crabs, so I just assume there's snails. If there's crabs and plankton, there's got to be snails.
There's all kinds of crazy snails in the world. I mean, like, I'd be interested to learn more. I just already focus too much on other things, I guess.
We got plenty of bladder snails, like pond snails.
Oh my god, they're everywhere.
If I still had like my Mabu puffer, like I kept mystery snails to feed my Mabu, like, I mean, that was just basically free food. And then I would keep mystery snails. But
try and stop those fools from laying eggs. God, I wish they wouldn't. Like, so many times I was like, ugh, gotta scrape these off now.
Well, if you kept your water level all the way
No, I
off,
don't do that.
Then they wouldn't.
Okay.
Then they'd all just climb out of the tank and die, so that's not a win either.
Freaked. Whatever.
Just calm down.
I'm not going to calm down.
Relax.
Never.
Just calm down.
Just. Yeah, iridescent. You're true. That's true. Iridescent colors do not show well in photos, and that is my favorite color. Like, if there's any color on a fish, I just want iridescence, and so I already know when I look at a lot of stuff that I need to just see it in person or know better, you know? But I really enjoy the iridescence. That's the best part.
Tell them we already got one.
Wait, of what?
Mm-hmm.
Did I miss something?
Tell them we already got one.
No.
So what else is new? Anything new in the fish room? Yes, you'll find out some.
I was gonna say yeah, but I can't ruin it. So
yeah, we don't want to ruin tomorrow's video.
It's gonna be a good one.
We got some new fish. We got some electric blue acara, some skunk corridoras, some hatchet fish, and some cupido cichlids that were all caught in Peru by Corey.
Yes,
so that's pretty cool.
Stoked.
They got a little. They're a little famous.
Well, the electric blue acara didn't get caught in the wild, but
yes, but all the other ones.
All the other ones did.
Yeah, the other.
Just to be clear.
And we got the bettas, but I keep forgetting what kind of.
I know.
I
gotta. Why do I like? It's just not in my brain. I don't know. Shabu said, "I'm too impatient to wait for fish to grow. I mostly buy juveniles, but also throw in a couple adults. Paid $20 for 6.5-inch roseline. That's not bad. Yeah, that's a good one because that takes a while for them to get there.
And thank you for being a member for 3 months.
Yes, indeed, buddy.
Oh, and then Fish Fam got it there too.
Mm-hmm. They were quick on the draw.
Did we get to 100?
I don't know. My phone's about to die. I've got 3%. I always have 3.
What else is new?
I know. I don't do well with that. No, everybody still hates me. Just kidding. 93.
7 more to go. I discovered that the crows nesting in our oak tree love cheese balls.
That's not shocking. I feel like that's
I love cheese balls.
I was going to say, I feel like that's very fitting.
Oh, I wish I could have some cheese balls.
No.
Yes, I do. Don't tell me what I can wish.
We do this all day long.
I can wish whatever I want.
Yeah, you can. You're right.
Bladder snails grow so slowly. I wish I could feed the puffer them more often, but I'm still rebuilding my population after the leech fiasco.
Oh,
tons of little ones, but not a ton of edible-sized ones. They'll get there, though.
Yeah, I feel like ours get there pretty quickly. I don't know. We have so many flippin' snails. It's insane.
Do you also like those iridescent Harlequin paint jobs on cars?
No.
I don't even know what he's talking about.
I'll
Show me a picture. Is that the color changing paint?
No, hold on.
Oh.
Oh.
If you have cheese on your balls, you should see a doctor. Nothing like a good old case of smegma.
It's color shifting.
Yeah, color changing paint.
Not like the full though, like in spots. Because my grandpa had one that was the whole thing. Like it all changed. Like solid. It was weird. If you have cheese on your balls, you should see a doctor. Yeah, that's probably.
I just read that.
Well, I missed it and I wanted to say balls.
And I gotta say smegma because
it's the grossest word there ever was.
that was my goal, was to find the grossest word in the
It's the
dictionary.
grossest word. It is, and that is it. Because
And
you
I've
just
known about it, and I love saying it's a sebaceous, cheesy secretion because that's what it says in the dictionary.
It
Sebaceous.
is offensive to my ears. Like I,
It's
yeah.
offensive to your nose too. Have you ever smelled it? I don't know how it smells like, but just made. I can't imagine it smelling good. It's probably on par with me leaving snails in my Jeep in summer for a week.
Oh my god. Oh,
Just send them to me for Jimmy Puffett. That's a funny name.
That's funny.
Good. That's good. I give you props on that one.
What would a good number to start in dubious and what
The
size?
most that you can afford.
Yeah, as much as you're willing to spend, but I'd say no less than 300. And I would do, what is it? If you're, hold on, I forget how they do it. What we bought. I gotta check real quick. Because they're like the first time I ordered, what do we get? 3/4 of an inch or something, and they were not.
First time we got half and they were really small.
Ridiculous.
Then we got 5/8 and they were still really small.
So stupid.
And then the last ones we got last week were 3/4 and I didn't see them. Are those actual 3/4?
Yeah, they were good size. I was
good.
very happy, and they were all alive. I was like, geez, these are looking great. Not that they're not normally, but they just looked very good. So
Obviously, Bob has never had a gelding horse. I don't even know what that is.
it's a baby horse.
I'm lactose intolerant.
Who's lactose? Oh, that's good. That's a good one.
What are you looking at?
The dubious sizes.
Mm.
So, adult, God, Jesus. So you don't get, that's insane how much they sell. So you get the 1.25, the extra large. That's the size. They want.
And talk about a good moneymaker. If you're breeding dubia roaches,
Dude.
put those things on Craigslist. I used to make like $200 a month easy selling dubias on Craigslist.
I think I said this to you, Leo. If like the companies that do feeders, that just focus on feeders, make a ton of money. Like it's very low overhead for a lot of these feeders. You just make a lot of money because think about how much. Like I think it was 85 dubia, like medium dubia roaches. I paid $30 for 85 of them, and these things crank out babies. Once you get your colony going, they're busting those things out like crazy. I mean, it's insane.
Speaking of bladder snails, has anyone ever seen them eat eggs? Yes, they are all up in my dock. You got to get rid of them.
Oh, they'll go right.
Yeah.
They will get them real quick. They really do. It's almost like they beeline for them. Like they know. They absolutely like wait for it.
Anyone keep pygmy sunfish? Yes. And they have spawned, and we've got fry that have grown out. Seem to die without reason. Know someone collecting them.
Oh.
I don't. So mine, I put in a 20 long that's very densely planted. Incredibly densely planted. And I don't even see them except when I do water changes because the water change displaces the plants. And so I can actually see them. And I started with 2 purrs. And I don't know how many are in the tank now. It's maybe like a dozen. It's not like anything crazy, but
Yeah.
Lumpy Dog says, it's an interesting question. Hatch some dang brine shrimp, Bob. We are actually going to start a series on live fish food. And we're starting with mosquito larvae. And then brine shrimp will be the second in that series. And I have never hatched brine shrimp. And I don't think you've ever done brine shrimp.
Never.
So it's going to be an interesting perspective. If you've never hatched brine shrimp, come along with us and learn.
And I've raised a lot of fry, and I've never used live baby brine ever. which I'm interested to try it out, see what happens.
Yeah, I've got like 18 of those stupid brine shrimp hatcheries.
Oh my God.
Like literally, probably have a dozen
What
of
the
them.
hell does somebody need that many brine shrimp hatcheries for?
It's
I
hard to
ask
say
you?
no to free
Yeah,
fish stuff.
I say no to like, well, not to fish stuff, but like I just think of all the things that I've been offered, and I'm like, no, what am I gonna do with that? But like, you never know. I guess if you need a lot of baby brine shrimp, we do have a lot of fry.
Yeah, actually, right now we do have a lot of fry.
We have a lot of fry that are getting big. We have T-bar cichlids that are about like about an inch, solid inch, and they're deep bodied too. Like they're getting real big. And then we have the Wallacea signatus, and they're getting big.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, some of them I could already sex on both of those. It's crazy. Then we've got the Drachenfelsai. They're getting big. Like, we've got a bunch of good stuff right now.
Got a few Chilothrina blaheri fry.
Yep. Are you referring to sea monkeys?
Somehow,
Yes.
yeah.
Correct.
Somehow ended up with some more platy fry that we missed.
The flippin' platies will
They're
never be out of
everywhere.
here.
It's
They
like
will
duck
never
meat.
be out of here.
I don't understand.
Every freaking tank I look at, I'm like, what is that? It's a freaking platy fry.
Somehow
like
a platy fry made it into our pea puffer tank.
they jump. Those little turds. Like, I don't even understand it. It's magic. Like, God. We have an infestation of platies. It's wild. Right when you think they're gone. Can't say no to reusable fish stuff. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard. But he gets offered quite a
Zinginger
bit.
says, the Zis ones are cool because you can put a tiny heater in, and I've melted through the side of a 2-liter
Whew.
with a lamp
Oops.
too close.
Yeah, that'll happen.
Whoops.
Burnt that right up, huh?
Luckily, we don't need heat.
No,
So.
we do not need heat. Got plenty of that going on naturally with all the
Heyo! Oh, you're still talking about fish? Okay, never mind.
cool. Thank you. It was precious. Precious.
I don't have any of the new Zis ones with the taller legs, though. But even if I
Ooh.
did, I'd still probably just build it and put it on the wall.
Yeah, that
hang
makes
'em.
more sense on the wall. Makes a lot more
And then
sense.
after that, I don't know what. Maybe micro worms. Those are always fun. Easy. Vinegar eels are easy and
Vinegar
fun.
eels.
Maybe do those next. I don't know.
See, I like, and I've said it before, but I'm going to say it again. I do like feeding baby dubia roaches to a lot of my medium-sized cichlids because they are very nutritious and they really enjoy. It's like you can watch them hunt. It's fun. They go up to the top. They jump. Like my electric blue Acara loved them. It's fun to watch.
Yeah, see, that's kind of why Regina says I was religious about hatching live baby brine, and I got lazy. And I'm like, I already know I'm going to do that. So that's why I've never done it. Like, I'll do it like once or twice, and I'll be like, because I don't really need it, but it's just going to be something fun to do. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like I should know how to do it.
We should at least do it once, you know?
Yeah.
Rice fish fry the same way weeks later. Yep. They're tiny. That's why I like very small. Very small.
Oh, did Zis redo theirs? Yes, they finally put longer legs on it, so you can actually reach under it.
Oh, that makes sense.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yep.
I don't even know why the first one that shouldn't have never been produced that way, but whatever.
Sometimes it slips through, you know.
And there's the link from Fish Fam Link if you want to buy one. You know,
There you have
good
it.
timing.
Right.
We appreciate when you use our links.
Yes, we do.
Helps us out, and it doesn't cost you.
There it
extra.
is, buddy. Thank
There's
you
the super
so
chat.
much.
The dependable
Yes.
turd.
Oh, why does my hair keep going to my eyeball? It's like getting caught in my periffs. Thank you, Curtis. Double poop for you. Double poops. That was quite a lengthy topic of discussion in the last stream. Reptile poop. And it smells. That was fun. Oh, I gotta look up what the bettas are that we have. It's gonna drive me crazy.
Yeah. Curtis says, just popped in for a sec. My daughter is in school play of The Wizard of Oz.
Ooh.
Fun. I've never seen that movie, but,
I have.
I've never seen it all the way through.
Many times.
I always thought it was weird as a kid, and I was like, why would anyone want to watch this? It's weird.
It was odd. I was like, I felt bad for the horses because even at a very young age, I was like, they dyed those horses those colors. Like,
I didn't even know there was horses in the movie.
Yeah. That's what they're called, horse of a different color. That's what they're called.
Do you think they used Kool-Aid?
No. They probably use like lead paint.
Like every kid. I wish I could. I tried to find lead paint the other day. It's hard to find.
Yeah, well, yeah, it is. It's true.
I would like to paint this with lead paint. I hope you have a good rest of your day, Curtis. Thank you so much for stopping by.
Later, buddy.
Don't forget to hit the like button on your way out. I hate saying that.
I can't do it.
I hate all the YouTube things that you're supposed to. I'm the
I
worst
can't do it.
YouTuber because I hate doing all the YouTube
That's why I
things.
feel like I won't, like, the other channel is really going to be slow growing because
Even
I'm like,
when I say, oh, click our link. I don't even like saying that.
click those links, guys.
Use our
Meh, 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 meh.
affiliates.
I'm like, ugh, God, gag me
Hit
with
the
a
subscribe
spoon.
button.
Oh, just popped in. I didn't, when I read that, I was like, you just pooped in. What? Popped. Learn how to read, idiot. God. I can't figure it out. Are you going to, that thing looks very menacing.
I'm just fidgeting.
I know. Well, that's a good idea. I should do that. Now we really look like a pair.
They use Jello powder. I haven't heard of that one.
Oh, Nox?
No, Jello powder.
That's Nox. It's gelatin.
I thought.
Lick it off your windowsills. Jello. It's alive. Remember the Jello jigglers? God, they used to get the nastiest skin on them. Ugh. Hated those things.
I've never had Jello in my life.
That makes a lot of sense. I used to be surprised when he said
disgusting.
he hasn't had certain things, and then I just was like, yeah, that sounds right. How have you, like, I still have to say, how have you not had Jello? That's crazy. It's delicious. It's delicious when it doesn't get homemade and left out weird and get that weird skin on it, because that'll make me die a million deaths. I don't like it on pudding.
So I don't want to eat Jello and then pass out and have Bill Cosby show up.
Well, that will happen. So.
I think he got let go.
Yeah, he did.
No, I think he's out of jail now.
Oh, he did. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I was gonna ask what character she's playing. I was only in one school play ever, and it was
Lion.
That'd be I like the Tin Man, just because he doesn't have a heart.
Which one doesn't have a brain?
The Scarecrow.
Oh.
Yeah. Remember the Jello shots? Oh yeah. Oof.
Only need 4 more subscribers.
Oh snap! I'm so close.
You have to eat the pudding pops. I can't do Bill Cosby.
No, that was
I
not.
I can't do any.
That was not the best Bill Cosby that I've ever heard, but that's okay.
Probably not the worst.
No, it was not. It was not the worst, but it was not the best. What's up, George?
George, what's going on, buddy?
Pudding pops are delicious. I love all that kind of stuff. I just don't like when it's improperly made or stored and then gets a film on the top of it, because I'm about texture, and if I feel something gross like that, it's like mushy cereal. That makes me want to die. Like, I would rather die than have mushy cereal. It's not okay with me.
And I won't eat cereal unless it's been in the bowl for like an
hour. It sickens me to no end. I don't even want to be near him.
And now I make it extra
slimy. He does it on... It's the disgustingness. That's not a word, and I know it, but I don't care. It's the disgustingest thing I've ever seen in my life. No, I do not C-U-R-R. I don't. It's disgusting. And I can't understand it. My cousin used to drink her cereal milk. I wanted to smack the bowl out of her hand every time, because I was like, you are a foul human.
Okay, Bracken. Bracken says, I cannot agree with this title as a cichlid person, but there's lots of cichlids in community aquariums, buddy.
Yeah, there's a ton.
I keep all my
cichlids in community. Yeah,
like, it's not just Africans, and even Africans are community aquariums.
I also will say that I have pushed the boundaries. I've tried stuff in communities that people say you can't keep in a community, and I'm like, oh yeah.
Oh, he might be a central cichlid guy. So he's got a 240-gallon tank with 1 fish in it.
Wow, Benjamin, you really know how to cut to the core of me. No, I do not like thawed and refrozen ice cream. That is another... What have I said? I can't have it when it's melted. Of course he doesn't know. I've literally said to him, because the ice cream starts to melt and then it freezes again and then it's disgusting. I can't have it. It's just
Jello with mini marshmallows. See, I've never had marshmallows either.
Oh, my Grammy used to make that. My dad likes it. Ugh, gross. All that gross, like, 60s and 70s food.
Bracken, I appreciate the like. Thank you. It does help out a lot.
Thank you, buddy. Ouch. Yeah, I don't know. Like...
Hit the like button.
Subscribe, like, comment. Blah, 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 blah. True, I guess. I keep Tanganyika in communities.
There you go. See?
Buddy, there you have it.
And don't get me wrong, one day I will have my giant tank with my one Haitiensis cichlid.
Oh, yeah.
One day.
Well, I want giant pikes, so dream big, everybody. Yeah, red Jello with fruit cocktail. That sounds very 1967. Like, that is something my dad would love, I'm sure. Yikes.
C-Chain coming in with the knowledge. The reason why thawed and frozen ice cream doesn't taste as good is because the slow freezing procedure creates big ice crystals.
And then it's just water. It melts. It turns to water, and your ice cream is watered down, and it's disgusting. It's disgusting, and it should be illegal.
I'm not a big ice cream person.
We always had ice cream growing up, and I remember my dad used to get so mad at me because he would always tell me scoop down, and I'd scoop across because I wanted all the fresh ice cream, and he's like, scoop down. I'm like, no, I don't scoop down, Dad. It doesn't happen.
He put my stapler in Jello again.
You want a school of Arapaima? You better have an ocean.
Well, I've had pie.
A freshwater ocean.
I've had pie, Caitlin. I ate it on the stream, and I was not impressed.
What kind did you have?
I don't know. I got it from Hagen, though.
That's probably decent, then.
Like, store-made pie.
Was it apple?
I don't know.
How do you not know that?
Because I don't care enough to know. Like, it wasn't that good, so... If it was good, I'd probably know.
Chocolate pie is good. Pumpkin pie is good. Sweet potato pie is really good. I like lemon meringue.
I haven't had chicken pot pie either.
I make excellent chicken pot pie.
I wouldn't know because she hasn't made it yet. She keeps talking about it, how good it is, but I wouldn't know.
Okay. Okay, we're going to do that tonight. Okay. What is it about Nandopsis haitiensis that makes everyone I talk to love me, everyone I talk to love them, me included. I'm sorry.
Okay, so the very first aquatic experience I went to the cichlid competition, and there was this giant, beautiful Haitiensis with the long lyre tails, and I was like, and I've never liked large cichlids, ever. 99 subscribers.
Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
But I instantly fell in love with that fish, and I think that was in 2016, so 8 years ago. It's probably some nostalgia plays into that. But that is the first big cichlid where I was like, that is a pretty fish. And they're giant a-holes, and you can only keep like one of them. So for me to dedicate that large of a tank to one fish, I would pretty much have to win the lottery and be like out of ideas. I would have so many fish tanks that finally I can dedicate one to one fish.
Like a warehouse.
Because otherwise, I'm telling you, community aquariums are way more enjoyable.
I cannot think, like, I would rather have all community aquariums. That's just what I prefer.
And people are like, oh, well, they're so personable. Well, so are our Acaras, right? I mean, so...
It makes them...
Yeah.
What's crazy is, and I've said this so many times, when you put a lot of fish together, especially fish that are similar, come from the same areas, you would be surprised how quickly it would alleviate any stress or nervousness from the fish. Like, we've seen fish come out that wouldn't come out before because they have now the appropriate amount of fish in with them, and they're like, oh, everyone out there's fine. Sometimes one school of ditherfish isn't enough. Like,
you might have made it.
Did what? Oh, let's see. Oh, wrong one. Oh yeah.
Whoa, you shot past it.
I have shot past it by 2 people.
Woo! Now only.
Oh my God.
898 to go.
Great. That was what I was waiting for. I'm like, no, it's not good enough because now.
Thanks everyone.
Thank you very much. Yes.
It really helps us out.
Appreciate it.
That's the first milestone.
It is. It's
and something. I realize it's cheating because I already have a channel.
It is cheating, and I feel very guilty.
You gotta take advantage of what you got.
Yeah.
It's all about who you know, not what you know.
Yeah. Well.
Yep. Word. Nancy said it too. Only 898 to go.
Yeah, buddy. Whoop.
And we will be streaming on that channel because we'll have to get the watch time. So.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
But for now, I am just happy to be at 100.
It's something
fun
for
starting
sure.
over again.
I was gonna say it must be fun for you. For me, I'm like, I've had so many videos of all of my animals for so long, and like all of our animals, it's just crazy. I needed to do this just to unload some stuff from my.
And there will be fish content on that channel too. Yeah. Like it's just inevitable.
It'll spill over.
Like when we start building terrariums and
paludariums and whatnot, that will happen for sure. For show, the Sailfin Dragon's gonna need a really cool enclosure, so he's getting one.
That's not right. You just said you've hated it, but hadn't tried it for a long time.
Wait, for
Before that, though.
Wait, did I miss something?
I don't know.
Am I confused? I could be. I had a sinus infection for like a week and a half, and this is like the first day I've felt normal.
I mean, I could have said I've hated it without trying it because I do not like dessert food. Like,
oh.
So I could say like I hate dessert food because, I mean, like when we all at the aquatic experience, we all went out to dinner and there's like 40 of us, and when they all ordered dessert, what did I get for dessert? A rack of ribs. Like I would much rather have that
sounds right too
than a bunch of sugar. Like I don't know. Like give me some meat. Give me the meat.
Give him the meat.
Give me the meat.
Oh, yeah. Literally the least he could do, huh? Throw me some subs. That's funny. Yeah, that's another thing is a big part of fish keeping for me is
there's one for you, Cheryl Smith.
I need to calm down and I need to watch.
You need to calm down?
I need to chill and woo-saw, and watching community takes helps me woo-saw. Okay, Cheryl, yes. Thoughts on which wild betta species work well in groups? That is a good question. So I don't know what size you're looking for, but I had betta cocina, which I absolutely loved in a group. They're very small, really, really little. They're like dark burgundy, like wine colored with a little like hits of like blue iridescence. Oh my goodness. They're the cutest fish ever. You could keep a group of them in a 20 long or a 20 tall, but it'd be like a mansion for them, like heavily planted. And they're just such cool little fish to watch. I really, really loved them. I thought they were great. A lot of the wild bettas that I kept, I was trying to breed, and I did keep them in species only tanks, but the cocinas do well in groups. And I think also the dimidiata, I've kept those as well. They're more of like a medium size or maybe even a little bit larger. They get like 2.5, 3 inches, and they're really pretty also. So I'd check both of those out. I liked both of them. They never had issues with their people.
We did just do a video on 3 wild type species.
Oh, yes, we did.
Not too long ago.
Yes, we did.
If you'd want to check that out.
If you feel so inclined. Oh, 104, eh? Oh, 105.
Caitlin says, that's why I actually look at your Instagram. I don't go on Instagram often, but when I do, I check your profile to see the reptiles.
And now, instead of posting there, I can just put them all on YouTube because it's easier and it's better, and you can watch more. And Instagram is kind of stupid, so...
Yeah,
I mean, like I use
used
it,
to be
but
my favorite, but now it's just awful.
Yeah, it's all ads. It's just they're peddling stuff.
Ads.
That's all it is, and it's annoying. But I really like that I can just post content of actual like like I'm enjoying that.
Branton says I'd rather have the ribs too. And the thing is they wouldn't let me order just a rack of ribs. I had to order a whole new entree.
Oh, really?
So I ate all that too.
No a la carte ribs?
Nope.
It's messed up. So we had second dinner.
He was like, here's the dessert menu. I was like, no. Just send me some ribs. And he's like, what? You want just ribs? That's what I want for dessert. He's like, ooh,
yeah.
Well, we don't sell just ribs. You'd have to order a whole entree again. I'm like, then give me the mashed potatoes. Give me the macaroni
all of it.
and cheese. Like, I ate it all. I'm like,
ooh, that sounds good. Macaroni
and
cheese.
It was actually pretty good. I don't remember the restaurant. It was in Chicago.
Chicago.
Shawshank Redemption. Shish kebab.
Yeah. Chicago. I forgot about that one.
Bumblebee tuna.
Bumblebee tuna.
Bumblebee tuna.
Oh, man, I have to do a real video. Now the pressure's on.
Yep.
The pressure is on.
What's the first video going to be?
I haven't decided. If anybody has any suggestions, that'd be great. I have so many things I want to do that I'm trying to, like, I want to.
The problem is she's a perfectionist. I mean,
it's really bad.
Obviously.
Like, but it's.
Right.
But it's really bad. Like,
so it's like we could make a video, and if there's one small little thing wrong, gotta make the whole thing over.
It's very true. It was very hard on me in school. Like, I excelled. I was in gifted classes, but I like struggled with myself because of how it had to be perfect. Even my teachers were like, I gave you an A+, calm down. And I'm like, it's not good enough. Like, and I feel that way about everything. So it takes me a while. But I also, like I was saying, I have so much content, and I've kept so many different types of like reptiles and bugs and stuff. I keep stuff that a lot of people don't keep, and I'm so sick and tired of seeing the same stuff. So hopefully with this channel we can like
Not that there's anything wrong with bearded dragons or
there's-
leopard
I
geckos
had
or
both of those
ball
things.
pythons, but
No, I
probably
love-
not going to see those on our channel.
I'm just I want people to be aware
Gonna
of.
see our water skinks.
Yes, the skinks, the untapped skinks, and all of the things that like are such amazing animals that people don't experience because I just don't think they know about them or they don't know enough. So that's about to change. Drop some knowledge up in here. I just have a lot in my brain. I gotta get it out.
I make a mean barbecue pork and shish kebab.
Shish kebab style.
Style that tastes like meat candy. That is dessert for me anytime, anywhere.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Now I want to watch that movie again.
Yeah, we should do that.
Gotta watch both of them though.
Yeah, that's true. It's in succession.
Make an extra tall setup for some sort of geckos, day or tokays would be my pick.
I like tokays.
We're making a tall enclosure for our sailfin dragon.
Mm-hmm. He needs more space.
Vertical.
And the tegu also is gonna. She's gotten
getting an upgrade too.
She's gotten really big, really big, very large.
And then next year she's gonna get a bigger upgrade.
She's gonna get a house. We're buying her a house.
She's gonna have a house before we do.
Yeah, for real. She's getting to be large. But I do love me some large lizards. I really do. The thing is I would love to add, like, I have an emerald tree skink colony that I've had for years that I would like to add more to. Like, that's something that I've now noticed that just like fish, reptiles are getting to be freaking ridiculously expensive. Like, stuff that was $50 3 years ago is now $250. And I'm going, what? For why? For why?
For why?
For why? Yeah. Tell me why that. It pisses me off. The Fiji banded iguanas are beautiful. They can have them in Canada though. I know because some of the Canadian reptile keepers have them, and I'm like, whatever. They're so beautiful.
That's just an hour drive away.
That's true.
Go get one.
Just pull some over the border. I'm sure they'd be fine with that.
Sonny says we have the blue tail skinks where I live. I was just talking about those before the stream. I said I would love some blue tails. They're only like $5. I don't even care how cheap they are. I love them.
That's the thing is so many skink species are dirt cheap, and they're some of the sweetest and like most interesting lizards to watch, and they're not difficult to keep. It's crazy to me. I'm like, why are we keeping like 800 bearded dragons with all this heat needed in these giant enclosures that nobody gives them? Like, let's keep things that you can actually keep in a 40-gallon. You know what I mean? Like, how about we put a lizard that actually fits in a 40-gallon in a 40-gallon? Because that'd be great. That would be great. I still love fence lizards, like just a blue belly lizard. That was my first lizard.
Bracken says because common sense isn't very common, especially in laws.
Man, that's the truth.
Mm-hmm. You know, in Seattle, it is illegal for you to sit on my lap in a bus.
I'm going to.
Unless, and it says this, unless there is a pillow on my lap in between us.
Oh, I'm sitting on
your lap. That is
lap.
the law.
I don't ever want to be on a bus.
I don't want to be on a bus either.
Like, the thought of that is horrifying. So no, thank you.
It's very interesting.
Yeah, common sense is lacking in many facets these days. But what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
Move.
Yeah, to a different planet.
Yep.
Like, yeah.
I'm going to Mars with Elon. See ya.
Any tank over 40 gallons should be a community tank. Wasted real estate. I agree.
Mm-hmm.
I really do co-sign on that statement. I feel like it is wasted real estate, and I feel like your fish, like I was telling him when I had so many generations of electric blue acara, and they spawn easily. It's no, there's no science to it really. You just put a male and female together in decent conditions. But the thing that like absolutely blew my mind was that when I took a pair out and put them in their own tank to try and just spawn them, they would not do it. I plopped their little butts back in the community tank, and they had eggs within 2 days. So I think in a lot of times it helps. It really can help. It's just more natural. I don't know. Sheldon's bus pants. I don't know what that is. Sheldon's bus pants? What's that?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Jennifer said Sheldon's bus pants. I don't know.
Oh, that's probably a
oh God, is it the
Big Bang reference?
Oh, I would know nothing of that in my life. I absolutely hate that show.
We're not really fans of that show. No offense.
I more power to people that I just can't is not my jam.
Does 300 pygmy quarries count as a community?
That is a flippin' community.
It sounds like a well, I won't say that, but I'd say that in the member stream.
Okay. I'm imagining the things that you could be saying right now in my brain. It's all running through. It's all running the.
I forgot I have to
Yeah.
somewhat censor on this stream.
Mm-hmm. My cat's from Canada. What? I was super stressed about crossing the border with him, but they didn't even check his paperwork. He was probably surprised to see a naked screaming cat. Yeah. They were probably like, what the hell is that thing? I like hairless cats.
What were you just watching? Something about
A hairless cat.
Do you have to brush a hairless cat?
Yeah, I was watching it. I was watching a reel, and it was a hairless cat getting a bath, and I loved it. I was like, that thing's awesome. And I thought about it. I remembered Caitlin. I was like, oh yeah, Caitlin has a hairless cat. I think they're cool. But I like everything. Like you could not show me any creature, like animal creature, anything that I wouldn't love. So you couldn't do it.
Zen Ginger, any show that has to put a laugh track after every single word.
Tell me when to laugh.
Is not a funny show.
Tell me when I should laugh.
And
is that funny?
That includes Friends too. Like
yeah,
their laugh track is
we
obnoxious.
We have trouble watching it now, which sucks. But it's like, I just can't. I can't.
After
do it.
every
everything they say, it's really weird.
I can't watch it. That's why The Office is so good.
Yeah.
The Community, like. No
I like
tracks.
dry. I like dry humor, and I don't need to be told when to laugh. Like, no, thank you.
Even one of my all-time favorite shows, Home Improvement, is hard for me to watch
I
because
know.
of the laugh track.
Ugh,
I wish they would re-release these shows without laugh tracks.
Remove the laugh track.
And intros. Like, we don't need to sit through a 2-minute intro.
If they ask me to skip it
single...
if I skip it one time, I want it skipped every time. Like, every time. Yeah. No, I love Friends. I just can't stand the laugh track. I love Friends.
Too much.
And I don't like Friends past like season 6, honestly, because it got weird. I'm like, really? I don't buy it anymore. I don't buy it. I don't know. I also watched a lot of like adult cartoons my whole life, so you know. Any larger schooling fish that could work in a cichlid tank, yeah, that you could do watermelon tetra. They do well. They get very large. They get like 2
There's
inches
lots
deep-bodied.
of larger barbs, not just rose lines, but there's like there's a lot of other larger barbs that are just not common because barbs aren't a very common genre, I guess. Not a lot of people out there going crazy over barbs, but there's a lot of cool ones. I think there's like a lemon fin barb that gets pretty good size.
You could do like lemon tetra. I don't know how big of cichlids we're talking here. Like what type of cichlids? Are we talking monsters or are we talking like electric blue acara, geophagus, like that kind of stuff, like that size? Before I go running my mouth saying all these things.
Steven says, I've seen YouTube videos where they edit the laugh track out of sitcoms and it's very uncomfortable. Yeah, because it's not funny.
Because I was going to say, because you're not being prompted by their BS. Like, you have to make the decision yourself, and you're making the decision that this just isn't worth laughing at. It's just not. They don't get my laugh.
Most people have to bathe them because they get greasy, but mine eats raw. It doesn't have that issue.
Nice.
He also doesn't have gross ears
Oh.
like most finks.
That was my cat.
He
He ate really well.
Things, though.
It made a big difference in his coat. I remember people going, your cat doesn't feel. I'm like, yeah, because I feed him well. You have lunatics.
Yeah, every time there's a laugh track, take a shot. You'd be dead.
You
before
would
the end of the
literally
episode.
be alcohol poisoned immediately.
Mabuna. Oh, man. See, it's really going to depend on the Mabuna because there's ones that are not angry, and then, you know, there's some that are, like, hyper aggressive. But I would still be comfortable with, like, roseline sharks.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Or any of the... I'm going to look now.
See, I know nothing of those, so I can't be helpful. Can't be helpful.
I think barbs are very underrated in the hobby.
Yeah, that's a true statement. And I don't even love barbs necessarily, but I think that they're underutilized. And there's, again, so many species of barbs that people don't know anything about that are way cooler than the freaking barbs you see every dang day of your life.
The orangefin hill trout would be a good
Whew.
one.
Yeah, those are sweet. Yeah, they would get so drunk with that game.
Giant Danios would be one.
Yeah.
We talked about those last stream.
Mm-hmm. Word.
What else can I find? Mascara barbs.
Oh, those would be good.
Rohani barb. As long as you don't have plants, but I'm assuming you don't with Mbunas.
I kept those.
Filament barb.
I kept filament barbs, and they did really well with my big cichlids, like my 10, 11 inchers.
The red tail barb.
Those are sweet.
There it is. Yeah, the Sierra Leone yellowfin barb.
Those are cool.
The Mortarelli barb is another one.
So many.
Mm-hmm.
So many. I had Odessa barbs back in the day, and they were one of my... Yeah, Odessa barbs are cool. There's just a lot of barbs. Underutilized.
Oh, you know what might be cool
What?
is those glass headstanders.
Oof, those are cool.
Those get pretty good.
Yeah,
size.
they do. It depends on the space you want them to occupy, though. With those,
They might already be sold out. He had them on sale.
they
for
were
like
so
$6.
cheap. Yeah, they were really cheap. They were super cool, though. The Starry Nights, the hill trouts. Wait, didn't we say the hill trouts would work with the Starry Nights? I think we were just saying that if one of them, if your Starry Night had a bad day,
you just need a lot of them.
Yeah, and if your Starry Night had a bad day and ate one, it'd be a little bit harder than if it ate something less expensive, I guess.
Yeah, well, and they're fin nippers, so again, like if you only get, and they're like $15. So if you get 6 of them, they're gonna fin nip, but if you get 12 of them, they won't, and that's a big bill.
Yes, Caitlin, I have noticed that the puffers do choose specific spots to sleep at night, and usually it's one of the same couple spots. Like they rest on things for sure. They're like bettas; they will lay and sleep on things. I think it's funny.
So yeah, if I misspoke, Regina, I apologize, but
yeah, I was gonna say
I was just mentioning that you need a good sized school of them.
Oh, the glass.
Not that they won't work.
The glass headstanders are still there somewhere. They're under Cherisons, maybe, I don't know. Because you're under Barb's, right?
Well, I went back to look for Barb's.
I think it's under, yeah. Yep, right there. $6.99. They're very cool.
Now, never mind. I can't even pull it up. I was gonna show them, but I can't. And then we're gonna go back here. So it's the glass headstander. If you go to dansfish.com, the only thing that would have me worried is they're kind of slow moving. But they do get like 4 inches, so that's pretty good.
Yeah, they are much bigger than the Mbuna and most tangs, and they also are more aggressive. There can be more aggressive.
I thought I was just looking at them and they were $15.
What?
Let me go back.
Wait, what are you looking at? What's happening?
The hill trouts.
Yeah, and right, Regina, they are expensive. Yeah. $20 a piece, I think. $19.99 for the, how much are the hill trout? Or the, what's it called? Ooh, those are cool.
Oh, $15 to $25. I didn't.
So yeah, right in that.
I didn't pick the size. I think I don't know what they're marked at.
God, I get so mad when I do that. $19.99. Yep.
So yeah, I mean, so what? 12 of those are gonna be $300.
Mm-hmm.
Which, I mean, hey, if you can afford it, I would much rather have those than giant Daniels.
Uh-oh. Are they? I don't know because I haven't kept them. The glass headstanders can be scale eaters. That would be a problem. Although, depending on what they're in with, they're not necessarily going to try to eat scales on a fish that could kick their rear end.
That's surprising me because when we were there, they were so slow moving.
They were very retiring, it seemed.
They barely ever moved. They just floated.
Mm-hmm. That's why I liked them.
I wonder what size of swim bladder they have. I'd be curious. If I breed rainbows for a local auction, a fish that are about 1 month old, okay to sell, what size should they be? I mean, I would sell them at like a 1/2 inch to 3/4 inch.
Mm-hmm.
The thing with rainbows is a lot of people don't want to sell them that small because there's no color, so they don't think they can get as much for the fish. But if you're going to an auction where people know what the fish are, I don't think it matters as much.
I wouldn't care. If I'm like hobbyists who want a certain fish, they're not going to care if it's young, they won't be a problem. Yes, my Starry Night is about 8 inches, but he's super shy. I wonder if he's super shy when it's just him, or if there was someone else in his tank, if that shyness would convert to anger. Like if he'd be frustrated because he's shy. But I don't know. It could go either way. Almost got hill trout, but I don't have a tank longer than 4 feet. Yeah, they move. They like to move.
My 3 species only tanks are boring to watch.
And it's necessary sometimes, but they are boring. Like, what are you watching? Unless, I will say the Blaheri were kind of fun to watch in their own tank because they were crazy. But, yeah, they're boring.
Also, in one of your replays in your stream, you had the video of my blue eyes. They are, oh, that's right, they are from you.
Those are pretty.
Sumagil, Gertrude, Aru 2.
Those are pretty.
Boy, what B-roll is that under?
Yeah, the key is to get easy to breed fish. So you start with a few and end up with many. Yeah, electric blue Cora. That is helpful. Thank you, because people will ask what type they are, and it is very confusing. So that's good to know.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't asked that, and I'm like, I don't know
Yeah.
specifically.
So that's good. Good to know.
You have to remember. 'Cause I won't.
I'm committing that to memory right now.
You stitching that into stone.
It's in my brain.
You got your hand tools out.
I'm literally carving it in. It's there. Aru2. Sound like a cell phone or something.
Oh. Steven says, I like my black ruby. Black ruby barbs are so
They're
underrated
really pretty.
That
cool body shape.
They're a much better tiger barb. Like, don't get a tiger barb, get black ruby barbs.
Mm-hmm.
In my opinion.
Get African banded barbs. Man, I love those. Are the sweetest barbs ever. They wouldn't hurt a fly, and they look beautiful when they get older.
They wouldn't fart on a butterfly.
No, they would not.
Hey, buddy. Have a nice nap.
I'm surprised that it took that long for him to... Oh, there went my shoe. And there it went. I can't have one shoe on that.
And boom goes the dynamite.
And boom goes the dynamite. That's why I haven't gotten Punks or Polkers. I just want to dedicate a big tank to a small colony of fish, but they're so neat. Understandable. That is understandable. I'm excited to get more fish in with the puffer because I love watching him, but I enjoy the tank with another species. Not when they nipped him. No, not when they nip, but yeah, you need, and that's the great thing, Caitlin. I know it's probably like annoying, but those African banded barbs go so well. We actually moved the spotted Congo puffers, ours, in with the African banded barbs. They work so well together because they will never bother each other, and they're so pretty, and they move like. They remind me much more of tetras than of barbs, especially with the shape. Like, I would look into those. Those are great companions and really interesting fish to watch. And they're really inexpensive. What are they, $8? I think they're like $7.99.
Sure.
I'm pretty sure they are. And they just look really nice. The colors complement each other well. He's very good at crawling off, like very stealth.
Whew. You got me in the berries though. I'm a little winded.
Oh.
I
got this one. What are you doing, dude? Where are you going?
I want pie tetras and horseface loaches with him though.
That's right.
So I don't know when that will actually happen.
Pie tetras.
Have you looked
are
at
cool.
the hummingbird tetras? Those are also
yeah.
a very cool one. They're not pie as far as, but they're still like a glass kind of tetra.
Mm-hmm. More see-through.
I think Dan has them some right now, if I remember correctly.
My turn.
I'm excited to get more fish with the puffer because I think you just read that one.
Yep. There are not many puffers that I wouldn't keep in community tanks that I've kept, at least freshwater puffers. I'm pretty confident in all of them that they wouldn't, other than the ABI. I don't think the ABI would have worked in a community tank. I was surprised they worked with each other, to be honest, but
I still want a giant tank with a Mabu and like 1,000 pea puffers.
yeah, that'd be sweet.
But I don't know that I would ever be able to afford that food. Though.
Yeah, that would be a lot.
That'd be like feeding a pound of bloodworms a day.
Yeah. I had Punctatus and they were interesting. Bred like crazy. I had trouble moving them along though. That can be difficult. There's just some fry. I remember like my Severums, they would lay eggs all the time and I could never get the fry to even wigglers. And then I had redhead Tapajos that, God, he's such a talker. Redhead Tapajos that they never got him to wigglers or past wigglers. It was so frustrating. So frustrating. Didn't get it. It just didn't make sense. Some of them would thrive forever and then just one day start dropping like flies.
Oh, okay, I got that one.
I can't see
You
my
look
eyes
so confused.
because my eyes hurt so bad that like it's unbelievable. Hi.
The lights are too bright.
They get ya. I swear he sounded just like a donkey. Who did?
I swear that just sounded like a donkey. Braxton. You went.
Oh. He talks more than any dog ever. He just runs his mouth all day long. If you even like touch, sometimes you just walk by him and he'll just like freak out. You're like, what is your problem? Oh, now it's on like Donkey Kong in here. They're gonna throw down in fisticuffs.
They woke up. Nap's over.
Yeah. Except for now they have more room for activities. Whoa. Dogs are the best.
Dogs are the best.
Oh. Got me. He got. Ow. Oh, that was a butt. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's happening over there.
Oh, people have asked. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Just got a Malawi albino eye biter. Any input?
Take it back.
I knew he was gonna be derogatory about it. I've never.
They're called eye biters for a reason.
Yeah, I was gonna say I would not even see. I need peace in my tanks. I can't have the drama. I don't want the drama. I want calm, peaceful tanks. I don't mind activity. I don't mind that at all. Actually, I just don't want any aggression, and I'm not gonna keep something that. Holy moly. That could be that aggressive.
One of the worst pet stores ever was one where they had Malawi eye biters in with, I think, roseline sharks. Of course, it was a tank where they were selling it, and of course, all their eyes were gone.
That's so sad.
And I was like, dude, they're eating the eyeballs off of all these barbs. And he's like, yeah, that's what they do. And I was like, okay, there's a reason that's no longer a store.
I never go back. That's awful. I have a ton of super red crebensis that are ready to go. They're kind of bullish. Anyone wants some? That's funny. First cichlid fry achieved our multi-fry. They are really fascinating, wildly curious buggers.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty cool.
How glassy are the hummingbirds? I would say like 40% opacity.
Mm-hmm. They're not super like
they're not a glassfish.
Yeah.
But they kind of are. They're more like a glass bloodfin tetra. Kind of.
Ooh, God, I wish I could find more glass blood fins. They are beautiful. Wish I would have gotten all glass blood fins the first time around, but I understand that kind of stuff happens. They do look similar when they're young. But, oh, they're beautiful, those glass blood fins.
Oh, now they pulled up the green screen. Now there's a kink.
You guys. Just kidding. It's fine. I'm upset. George is getting upset. I can't blame you, though. I do love a see-through fish. Something about them. I don't know what it is, but... they're pretty freaking sweet. My lucky number.
What are you up to?
It's 107.
Woo!
I've flown past the expectations. Breaking barriers down all the time.
Now you're in it for the long haul.
Yeah. Really, really in it now. I've seen people who have been it says they have videos that are 10 years old, but they have 4 subscribers, and I'm like, that's gonna be me.
That's me.
That's gonna be. No, it's not.
I have videos that are 8, 9 years old.
I mean, I'm just saying though, that have no followers. That you're like, ooh, you poor thing. Bless your heart.
At least I have a little bit of followers. I do see those channels where it's maybe you need to rethink the wheel if you've been doing this for 5 years and you only have so I watch a lot of how-to YouTube channels basically because the algorithm changes about 250 to 300 times a year, and so there's channels that are dedicated to just the algorithm and what YouTube wants right now, what is the current meta of YouTube. And I see all these people comment, and I go to their channels, and they've been uploading for 6 years, and they have 200 subscribers, and I'm just constant uploads, and I'm like,
would you not
think about what you're doing here? Either nobody cares what you're talking about,
or you're doing it wrong.
Your delivery's all wrong.
Yeah, something's wrong. There's a problem at some point in the chain of command there. I don't know what it is, but I think the same thing.
I give pity subs to people like that. Oh, you got a pity sub.
I knew that was coming.
I think the Praycocks are going to go too, but I'm going to use them to keep the tanks well cycled until I have something else to put it in the tank.
There you go. That's reasonable. God.
Robert says, I got tiger barbs and clown loaches 3 weeks ago in QT. Tuesday, I noticed the clown loach flashing quite a bit, but it never showed up. No other fish seem bothered.
Tiger loaches flash. They just seem to move. Ouch.
Tiger loaches?
Is that what he said?
No, that's what you said.
What did he say?
I don't know. What's a tiger loach?
Is that what I just said?
Yeah.
Oh, I stabbed myself at the same time I said that too.
Much.
I was going to say, as I did that, I stabbed myself in the leg, so I was a little, that's okay.
If it's just one, I wouldn't be too worried about it. But flashing is internal parasites as well. Is they have an itch that they can't get to, so they're flashing, trying to itch it. But again, if it's only one, I wouldn't be too concerned. Sometimes they get those stupid little micro air bubbles in their scales, and so they try to like flash those off too. So if you had recently done a water change, you might have just had a little micro bubble stuck on them.
Yeah, Steven, I feel like the channels with thousands and thousands of followers and 40 views forgot to buy their views also. They just bought the followers.
Oof. Buying subs and views right now it's never been easier, and it's just so many people are doing it, and it's very disappointing.
I don't like phony stuff like that. I think it's so annoying.
I like when you go to someone's video that has like 50,000 views and there's like 3 comments. Like, I wonder what happened there.
Yeah, it's funny. Most brutal fish in my tank setups is the red hump Geo South. Yeah, they're jerks. They're jerks. Steindachnerai, they're not the nicest.
Alex says I have an 8-inch tiger loach. There you go. Beautiful fish. He ruins my... It is a fish.
I know. It's not what I was trying to say, though.
Caitlin, I still have 2 Praycocks from the original 8. They didn't do well for me, even though I have some Bosemani that are 5 years old.
Interesting.
That's the fish on your screen. The one that's on my screen right now is dwarf chain loach.
Yeah.
But, so we are about 45 seconds ahead of you.
Yeah.
So it's really hard when someone says, what's that fish?
That's why we always say timestamps are helpful, because then we can check and tell you. It's easier.
Where do you go to collect driftwood again? We were just there the other day. Oh my gosh. So we went up.
We sure.
We saw an avalanche.
It was so cool.
We had just walked past it.
It was pretty sweet.
And not 5 minutes later, there was an avalanche right where we walked through.
It was pretty awesome.
Pretty sweet. And we were actually sitting at the base of the mountain having lunch, and I heard a lot of crackling, and it kind of sounded like when an airplane flies over, but like a prop plane, not a jet engine. And I was like, and it's clear skies. I didn't see anything. And then, you see like a little bit of landslide come down. And we were like, oh, that's cool. Nothing to worry about. Finish our lunch. We walk away, and then we just hit like the tree line, and I hear it again, except it's way louder. And I'm like, oh my gosh, it's coming down, and it did. And I only got the tail end on video because the whole time I'm thinking like, this is gonna be over by the time I get my phone out. And then after like 30 seconds of it, I was like, okay, I'll get my phone out, and then it was over.
It looked like a waterfall from far away because you don't even see that it's ice. It just looks like a lot of something falling over the side.
But yeah, so I go up to Mount Loop Highway is where we go.
Can fish be bred to be pH tolerant? Okay, what do you?
I think so.
I was gonna say it's basically like if they're
not extreme, like you're not gonna breed a
right.
Lake Tanganyika fish in 5.0
But
pH.
you can breed several generations in. If you have the same water parameters, they're gonna get used to that, and it's gonna be what's normal for them at that point. If you're born in something, you know, it's normal.
When I was really big into Tanganyikans, I got them down to Seattle water, and I didn't have to use crushed coral anymore. I didn't have to use any of the cichlid rift salts that Seachem sells, which I used to. But
excuse me.
Yeah, like my multis, they were just breeding in soft Seattle tap water by the time I was done with them.
David said, "Hey guys, what are the small electric blue ground feeders in the? Are those just the neon blue gobies?"
What are the small electric blue ground feeders in the backing video? Yeah, it's got to be the blue gobies, neon blue gobies. Sometimes called the algae eating goby.
The cobalt. I've seen it be called cobalt goby. I just hate all those common names, but yeah, they're really cool. I've had them. I love them. Cute little guys. They will climb out of your tank, though. Little turds.
Yeah, I mean, the trick is to just not take them from like a 9 pH to a 6 pH in one generation.
Yeah.
Which, to be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if that's possible, but I don't know that I would try it.
I don't know if you'd get there with that being the case. I mean, you might, but I know for a fact guppy fry are more tolerant than the parents to pH differences, so I'm sure it's the same for a lot. Yeah, I would imagine so. Just depends on a lot of factors.
Were those the ones that were dying for no apparent reason?
We're still talking about those praycocks, right?
Yeah, definitely not my typical experience with Dan. Rainbows can be that way. You get one bad batch. That's the thing. You could have like a solid breeder get one bad batch, and for some reason they just die. This is why one of the reasons rainbows are expensive and also because they just grow really slow.
Take forever.
Leo, we don't have gold ocelotus, so it's gonna be a long time before they start breeding.
He has gold ocelotus.
Oh.
It depends. How old are they? Are they adults? Do you know how old they are?
What size are they?
If they're like an inch, a little over an inch, then they're probably close to being adults. And I mean, it depends.
They should be spawning at over an inch.
Yep, should be. Yeah, Mountain Loop Highway is pretty long. Where exactly?
Anywhere. So once I pass Red Bridge, we will just stop randomly because it follows the river. Now the wood specifically I get at the ice caves, and we hike it off the mountain. Because of all the avalanches up there, the wood and all the trees, they break up really nice, and there's a whole field of just shattered tree limbs. So you can get some really cool stuff up there if you're willing to hike it down.
You might need to wait a little while then, Leo, if they're under an inch. Highway 20, right after concrete, there's a huge sandbar and a log snag with killer rootwood. There you go. There you go.
Yeah, there's so many places to stop. Like, just bring a picnic basket and spend the day.
The whole freaking place looks like an aquascape. Like, it's like a dry aquascape. Ikebana.
And if it's available, there's a group camp called Beaver Creek Group Camp. And that's where I'll like stop when I come down from the mountain and collect the rocks, because it's just a giant rock bed. And you can also go for a swim if you want to, as long as there's nobody camping. It's a group camp. It's just one spot. So.
Oh, thanks, David. Thank you. How's it hanging in Scotland? Is it nice? What's the weather like?
Scotland. I can't do that accent either.
No, he cannot.
I can't do any impersonations or any accents. I have no talents.
Oh, we need more ice cave pics.
That's the idea. We've got some avalanche fields close to me. I'll have to check that out for hardscape. Yeah, it's a great place.
Think of all the stuff that comes down with them, you know?
You get a lot of shale from the rocks breaking up, so if that's the kind of rocks you like, it's a good place to go as well.
Hey, Turd Ferguson. Okay, why you gotta choke yourself out? Why does he do that? He, like, lays his head so hard on you that he's, like, choking himself. What are you doing? Diablo Dam also.
We need
has
more
two
ice cave
foot.
pics. Those were cool as fuck last time. I don't know why I just said the F word, but I did.
Woo!
Thanks, Zen. You got
Woo!
me. I'm just reading the teleprompter.
I'm just so glad it wasn't me. Like, can I tell you? Because
the F-bomb before.
I know, but I've tried really hard not to because I say it so much, and so I'm really proud of myself that I have not done that. I think I said ass, maybe.
Yeah, a few times.
Yeah. That's okay, though. It's just ass.
So this time, Zen Ginger, the ice caves were caved in.
Shush, shush, shush.
So, like, right when I walked up there, I told her, I was like, there was an avalanche here recently. Like, you could, it's very easy to tell, like, a fresh avalanche, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, there's no caves because they got caved in from the avalanche.
I was pretty stoked that we got to see one, though.
And then there was an avalanche
Lo
again.
and behold. Good golly, Miss Molly. Listen to these guys. She did say AF. You just decided to unabbreviate it.
It still says the same thing.
It still is exactly the same. So if you walk up to a little kid, would you say
AF is for wimps? Yes, I would.
I would too.
Because
but...
the last time I went to Vegas, it's turned into Disneyland, and there was kids everywhere, like
then that's
on the
their
casino
fault.
floor.
That's their fault then.
And so I was swearing on purpose. I'm like, this is
Jerks.
Vegas. This is not for kids. I was so mad.
This is not for children.
I was very upset.
But I needed the F-bomb bingo square, so thanks. Boom.
Disgruntled,
Boom.
you could say.
Bad influence. Like I said, I'm just glad it wasn't me. Because if it was me, it'd be a problem.
All YouTubers swear. So
I hear people do it all the time, so it's like whatever. You can't just be doing it every 5 seconds. That's
but because of hypocritical YouTube, that will play very violent movies with very suggestive themes, that's
all right.
fine. That's fine. But me as a content creator will get penalized.
That was too hard, buddy.
Every time I upload a video, I have to say, is there any cussing or swearing? Double standards.
Yeah, I don't like it. It's BS. BS. They're having a good time.
Just have to hope I don't get buried by an avalanche.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'd be tempted to do like another group hike, but the last time we did that, literally everyone canceled.
Cool.
And it was like there was like 8 people who were like, yeah, I'll go, and then like everyone canceled.
Everyone?
Every single person.
Wow, that's depressing.
Can't make it. Which is fine. Like I get it. I go in the middle of the week because you can't go there on the weekends. It's miserable. So I get it. People have lives.
Vegas isn't for kids. I grew up there. Am I ruined now? No. You native Vegas people are fine.
I'm pretty sure you didn't hang out on casino floors.
And if you did, well, it's probably a while
I wish
back.
they'd give it back to the mob. Honestly, corporations ruined Vegas.
Oh, I'm sorry. I yelled. I had to get my angry voice for a moment. There was a disturbance in the force. Someone got a little too overzealous back there. I don't even know who it was, but...
My channel is family friendly, but only if you're a cool family.
Yeah. Not like a regular mom. I'm a cool mom. I think my dad tried to say something like, our little neighbor she loves all the reptiles. She likes to watch, or the fish and the reptiles. She likes to watch your channel, but you gotta keep it PG. I'm like, Dad, don't tell me to keep. Have we met? Like, my God, he already knows. I've been non-PG since I was a tiny person.
All right, folks, we got a dog that really needs to go out.
Oh,
he's walking by right now.
Yes, he is.
So we're gonna call it. Well, it's at that time anyway. So
it is that time.
Thanks for everyone for coming and hanging out. We appreciate seeing you here. Maybe we'll see you on Monday. Maybe we won't. Hint, hint, hint. Otherwise, I hope you have a great weekend. Thanks all the chatters, lurkers, mods, super chatters.
Bottom of the chat with Mike B.
Huh?
Bottom of the chat with Mike B. That's a funny name. I like it. Anyways,
that is a good name.
That's good. I like it.
Nice.
I know. It got me. Like, nice. Well done.
All right. And on that note, we'll see you guys later.
Later. Bye.
Bye.
I'm so hungry.
Oh, me too. The mics are still live, idiot.
I know.
It's a joke, people. I didn't call her an idiot on purpose. We call each other idiots around here.
There's worse things than that going on over here, all right? Don't worry about it. Bye.
Idiot.